Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to handle the urge to get even after infidelity. Getting cheated on can bring out a side of you that you did not even know was in there. Not just sadness, not just heartbreak, not just confusion, rage. And that kind of rage that makes you want to expose them, embarrass them, cheat back, make them cry, make them feel small, make them hurt the way that you've hurt it. And let's be honest, that urge is real. I know. Because cheating is not just somebody being wrong. It's somebody looking you in your face, taking your love, taking your trust, taking your loyalty, and still choosing betrayal. And that kind of pain can make revenge feel justified. But here's the raw truth. Just because your pain wants payback does not mean that payback will heal your pain. Okay? So let's start. The urge to get even is usually wounded pride mixed with deep grief. So a lot of people think that revenge is about strength, and most of the time it is not. It is hurt trying to feel powerful again. It is the part of you that feels embarrassed, and the part of you that feels replaced, the part of you that feels played, and the part of you that cannot believe that you gave real love to somebody that's been fake to you. So now your mind is telling you, I need them to feel this. I need to win. I need them to regret what they've done, and I need to hurt them back. But underneath all that anger is usually a broken heart saying, how could you do this to me? That is why revenge feels so tempting after infidelity, because betrayal makes pain feel humiliating. And humiliation always wants to fight back. And then number 2, getting even can make you lose twice. They already betrayed you once. Do not help them betray you a second time by pushing you out of your character. That is the part people do not talk about enough. When you move off pure rage, you can end up saying things you cannot take back. Sleeping with someone out of spite, or posting things that damage your whole peace. Turning toxic just to prove a point to them, or catching consequences while they move on. Now look at that. They cheated, then your reaction wrecked your name, your peace, your focus, your dignity. That is you losing twice. And some people never recover from that second loss because the first one was betrayal, but the second wound is called self-betrayal. And then 3, cheating back. Cheating back is not healing. A lot of people say give them a taste of their own medicine. Sounds real savage, huh? Sounds powerful. Sounds fair. But most of the time it is weak medicine, because now you are no longer acting from your values. You are acting from your damage. And the damage does not teach lessons. It spreads. So cheating back may give you a quick high, a moment, a rush, a little evil smile, and then what? You still have to sit with yourself, and you still have to process what happened, and you still have to face the fact that you became someone you did not want to be just to make a broken person feel broken. That's not power. That's pain in disguise. So, how do you handle that urge? Let's talk about it. 1, you're going to stop making permanent decisions from temporary rage. Do not text right away. Do not post right away. Do not retaliate right away. See, because anger is loud, but it is not always wise. And a lot of people ruin the next 5 years trying to win 5 minutes of that satisfaction, because that's all you get. When you feel that heat rise up in your body, I want you to pause. Move away from the phone. Move away from their page. Get away from the person you might use for revenge. Take your power out of the emergency mode. See, because the first step is not revenge. The first step is regulation. And we're going to learn about that. 2, tell the truth about what you really feel. Under I want to get even is often I feel stupid, I feel disregarded, and I feel ugly, I feel replaceable, I feel like I wasted my love, and I feel like they won. That is the real wound. That's the wound that's hurting you. And until you tell the truth about the real wound, you will keep addressing grief up as revenge. And it's not. So call it what it is. You are hurt. You are angry. You are humiliated. You are grieving. That honesty is where healing starts. And then 3, protect your dignity harder than you protect your pride. See, pride says make a scene. Dignity says move with control. Pride says destroy them. Dignity says do not destroy yourself trying to do that. There's a difference. A person who cheated already showed poor character. You do not need to match their mess to prove you matter. And sometimes the coldest move is not getting loud, it is getting clear. Clear about what happened, clear about what you will no longer tolerate, clear about what access they lose to you now. Sit down! That hits harder than chaos. And then 4, put consequences where revenge wants to live. You do not need revenge. You need boundaries. And that might look like you ending the relationship, you cutting off the access, you exposing the truth only where necessary, not for show. You no longer covering for them. You no longer begging for answers. You no longer letting them use your love as a cushion. See, because consequences teaches. Revenge performs. One is about self-respect and the other is about emotional bleeding in public. And then 5, turn the pain into a decision. Pain that teaches becomes wisdom. Pain that controls becomes destruction. Ask yourself, what is this betrayal trying to teach me about them, about me, about what I will never ignore again? Now that the moment you get that, it changes. Now it's not just how do I hurt them back? Now it becomes how do I never abandon myself like this again? And that question will save your life. Here is the honest truth that sometimes the best get back is not making them hurt. It is making sure they never get to experience your love, your access, your softness, your loyalty, your support, your patience, or your presence again. And that is the part cheaters hate the most. Not always your anger, not always your yelling, not always your tears, your absence, your detachment, your clarity, your growth, your refusal to keep auditioning for somebody who disrespected you. That is the kind of consequence that will hurt them more than anything. So here's the lesson. Do not let betrayal turn you into the kind of person that broke you. Yes, you can be angry. You can feel it. You can tell the truth. Yes, let the pain humble you, but do not hand your whole character over to one dirty decision that somebody else decided to make. Because cheating says everything about their emptiness, and your next move says everything about your healing. And the real win is not getting even. The real win is getting free. Now, they cheated, they lied, they disrespected your heart, but your pain does not need a weapon. It needs wisdom, because the moment you stop asking, how do I make them hurt, and start asking, how do I protect what is left of me, that is when healing stops being a quote and starts becoming a choice. Now, revenge may satisfy your ego for a moment, but self-respect will protect your soul for a lifetime.